YouTube, what's going on? My name is Argon. Welcome back to some Fortnite information, news, updates, whatever you want to call it. I can't really call this a news update because this is kind of old news. I kind of debated making this video because it's like a week old information, but either way, a lot has happened over the last week in Fortnite, especially when it comes to the side of content creation. So we want to talk about that. Before we go any further, guys, the gameplay you are watching in the background is a little gameplay I like to call the most boring win ever. It's me and native plays, we're playing duos, and it's just slow. It's a really boring game. We end up winning, doesn't really matter. It just shows you that there are all types of ways to win in Fortnite Battle Royale. This is one of them. It's very slow paced. I think I ended up with 3 kills, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. I'm kind of glad that it's boring because I really want you guys to focus on the commentary that we have at hand right now because it's pretty important. The gameplay is really irrelevant, but hopefully you guys enjoy. Let's get back into it. Of course, we're talking about the big stream that occurred between Ninja and Drake, whereas Ninja, Drake, Travis Scott, and Juju, the guy who plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I gotta tell you, man, not that you're ever gonna watch this, but I hate the Steelers, man, but you're cool, dude. I wish you would trade to a different team. I'm a Cardinals fan, so when the Steelers beat us in the Super Bowl, I'll never be a fan of the Steelers. I hate him. Roethlisberger, I hate him. I hate the fact that they got a freaking logo on one side. Anyway, whatever. I'm getting sidetracked. Either way, guys, in case you missed it, it was on Twitch. Ninja streamed on that channel, and Drake tweeted out his stream, and in case you missed it, he hit like, well, let me actually back up. So if you guys didn't know, previously the Twitch record for concurrent streamers or concurrent viewers was around 380,000. It was like almost 400,000. That was kind of, there's 2 guys that kind of hit that. I can't remember exactly which one is actually the record holder. One was Dr. Disrespect, and the other one was a guy named Tyler, one who used to play League of Legends. I guess he was banned. I don't know his whole backstory, but I guess he was banned. And then when he came back, he just pulled record numbers, and it was insane. Of course, Dr. Disrespect with his whatever situation he got himself into, I'm on the fence if it was actually real or staged or not, but whatever. You know, he did his thing. He came back on his comeback. He pulled record numbers as well. But man, those numbers look like nothing compared to Ninja and Drake. When Ninja streamed with Drake, man, he hit 650,000 viewers max. He almost doubled the record, and it was insane, guys. Now, this is a really big deal. I want to clarify how big of a deal this is, right? So just to lay into context for you guys, this scenario, right? In case you're unaware of how we even arrived to this point when it comes to streaming and content creation, Twitch TV, owned by Amazon, but previously was a company called Justin TV, which was one of the first websites that would stream live. And what happened was the guy Justin who created it, he had a lot of people that were doing gaming content, and this is back in like 2007 or 8-ish. A lot of people that were focusing on gaming content specifically. He wanted the streaming website to just be people sharing their lives live on the internet for everybody to enjoy. But because so many people did gaming, he ended up switching that and breaking it off, making it into its own little section, and he called that Twitch. And that's how Twitch was started. And I think 2012 or 13, I remember it was Call of Duty Ghosts was out, and that's when Amazon bought Twitch. They lost the battle with, I think, Google, actually, believe it or not, and Google ended up buying YouTube. Anyway, long story. I could have that little jumbled up, but definitely Amazon bought Twitch, and now we're here, right? Now we have, it's a main way of viewing live streams, and what's it called, whatever, you know, YouTube's coming up, so like a close second, and then of course you've got some other sites that are trying to compete as well. But what happened was from 2012 until today, now you're seeing this kind of growth, and it's kind of exponentially growing, where in the last year it's grown a lot, and it's got a lot to do with Fortnite. Now let me back up a little bit again. Fortnite is an insanely popular video game. It's by far the most insanely popular video game. I would say behind it was probably like Pokemon Go was like the last time we saw something this major, and before that, who knows? I mean, you've got your constant games like League of Legends, Counter-Strike that always kind of keep a Dota. They kind of keep a steady base. Those ones are not as popular in the States though, unfortunately. They are worldwide, of course, and they pull record numbers in streaming, so they're kind of their own thing. We're looking at US based business, right? The biggest game up until Fortnite, before that, believe it or not, let's exclude Pokemon Go, was Call of Duty. It really was the biggest game that drew that many numbers, that got that much ingrained into popular culture as Fortnite. In general, gaming and pop culture don't always mix up too much. You don't see a lot of famous, quote unquote famous people, actors, musicians, whatever, interacting with the gaming community. You do see some athletes doing it, but not too much the other way, you know, the Hollywood type folks. But Now with Fortnite has exploded, right? You guys have seen the pictures, the videos. Everybody's like constantly, it's all over. People are celebrating with Fortnite dances at weddings, at concerts, at freaking sporting events. The team that just beat, was it Virginia in March Madness? They took a 16 seed. They beat a number 1 seed. They said on national television after the game, that was like winning your first battle royale in Fortnite. That's how big of a game this is. It's reached that level. And it's gotten to the point where someone like Drake is messaging Ninja asking if he can play with him. So Drake, a top tier musician, super famous worldwide, sells out, multi-millionaire, gajillionaire, whatever he is. He's hitting up Ninja saying, let's play together. And then they pulled this massive viewing party. Now, why this is so important is it's starting to mesh pop culture genre and the gaming community together. Like I said, the last time we saw this was like Call of Duty. That's when pop culture was really ingrained in kind of gaming. You'd see Eminem making music for the games. You see a lot of famous actors are in the campaign or whatever. So that's when it was there. However, like I said, streaming really hadn't become popular until 2012, 2013. That's when it started to grow. So we kind of missed the boat back in those days with Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, called Black Ops, all those. We kind of missed the boat to have that pop culture influence into the gaming community. Now that we've hit it, now that we've got quote unquote famous people actually participating in the gaming community, now the sky's the limit. Now someone like Ninja has a door open for him to start streaming on bigger platforms. He might ever make it on live television where cable networks are picking him up and broadcasting him. That's happened in the past where some like MLG tournaments have been put on, like ESPN and other things like that. This is all possible now because it's being recognized as an official form of entertainment. And a lot of people are concerned about that because you get people like Logan Paul showing up and he wants to make a YouTube or a Twitch channel. And I gotta say this, I think Summit1G, in case you missed his tweet, he said it perfect. He said, Logan Paul is literally gonna just bring a ton of people into Twitch. He's not going to steal anybody's fans. Because let's be honest, most people that are Twitch followers, they don't really care for Logan Paul. So no one's going to go watch Logan that doesn't, and leave their favorite streamer behind. That's probably not going to happen. What's more likely to happen is you're going to get Logan Paul show up and he's going to bring 2 or 3, 400,000 followers, whatever he ends up bringing. They're going to come to Twitch. They're going to see how cool it is to watch a guy playing Fortnite. And then they're going to want to see a guy who's actually really good at Fortnite. They're going to find Ninja. They're going to find Myth. They're going to find all these other, super famous Twitch guys, and they're just going to flood Twitch. And then from there, you're going to get the trickle-down effect. They're going to start getting to smaller creators because they're starting to see that gaming, streaming is a form of entertainment that they can partake in, similar to listening to music or watching YouTube videos or whatever else it is they do for their form of entertainment. Now, you're going to see that something like Twitch will make its way into the avenue of Netflix, where it's a mainstream format of entertainment. Plain and simple. This is the first step, guys. I know a lot of people think, oh my God, look how far he made it. This is genuinely the beginning. It's going to continue to grow. It's going to become more and more popular. It's going to make more and more money. It's going to help a lot of smaller creators get noticed. It's just really good for everybody. Yes, it's going to get oversaturated. Yes, it's going to be a little bit harder to grow. It might actually be a lot harder to grow. You have to think about this like, compare this entertainment industry to other entertainment industries like music or acting. Those are extremely hard to get into now because they've been developed. The acting industry's been around for a long decades, right? It's really hard to make it as an actor because it's so widespread, because it's so well known that it's a fun industry and a cool industry to be in that a lot of people try and go there. Music, same way. It doesn't take much to pick up a guitar and try to learn how to play and try and make music. There's tons of music producers out there, tons and tons of, there's probably 100 music producers for every one streamer you have out there. That's just how it is. Gaming entertainment will end up going the same way as well, but it might take a long time. But either way, if you're in this industry now, you're at the beginning. Believe it or not, what we see now of Twitch, of YouTube, of all this is all just the beginning. You have to understand it's just going to keep growing. It's going to keep evolving. It's going to keep getting stronger. It's going to keep getting better for everybody. You're going to see it become more mainstream. You're going to be able to watch it on your televisions. It's going to get picked up by your cable networks. You're not going to have to sit at a laptop. You can just flip the TV on. You don't have to mess with no internet. And it's just going to get there. Like, it will eventually get there. And it's going to start with this simple stream between Drake and Ninja. If you did enjoy this video, please do hit that like button. If you are new here and you haven't yet, please don't forget to subscribe. If you're not following me on social media, all the links are down in the description below. And as always, guys, my name is Argon, and until next time, may you never die to a bush. Peace.